Are we recording right now?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
Sometimes we'll just let this stuff roll, or sometimes I cut it.
We're just winging it.
Yeah, we always wing it.
Yeah, but like I don't like having hair on my ears.
Like
when,
on it?
Dude, when Jamila like cuddles me, like if her hair touches me, I'm like, it just like, I feel, because I don't like spiders.
It's itchy?
Right? Oh. So I think it's a spider in my head, and then I freak
Dude,
out.
okay. I was telling Shay, we didn't talk about it last time, but they put these like satellite images up recently of Mars, and it's covered with hundreds of black spiders.
So there's life on Mars.
Spider
But
life.
it's spiders. So why do we want to go there? Why are we going to
I'm
Mars?
not
I
going
don't
to
wanna
Mars.
go, especially now
I'm
that they're
not going to
spiders.
Mars, yeah.
They look like my eyelashes.
Yeah, I'm never gonna look at
Your eyelashes look great. Your eyelashes look great, but spiders,
Mars
absolutely
spider.
no.
Bro.
You go to the shop and you're like, I want the Mars look.
Yeah, I want the Mars black spider lashes.
Put
That's
'em
what I
on.
ordered.
That's what I ordered.
Anyway, I thought that was crazy, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to Mars.
Absolutely
Elon,
not.
you're insane.
Spiders are like the worst.
I think Elon's tired of us. I think that's why he's trying to leave. Is he's like tired of humans? Because I don't think he's a regular dude.
No,
Yeah.
he named his kid like AXG3 or something.
Yeah, I think it's
Do you know what I'm talking
after. It's after a military plane. I forget what plane it is, but that's what.
Like, how is anyone supposed to know that, and how do you pronounce it?
How do
He
you
doesn't
pronounce
care.
it?
He doesn't care. I don't
course
think
he
he
doesn't.
cares. I don't think he cares what we think. I only think he cares about. I really do think he does care about the future. I think he's one of the one people, because I think that's why he bought Twitter, was so we could actually have free speech. And
That's my other question. How long does it have to say formally Twitter? Like right now, everybody writes
layman.
it. It says like X, formerly Twitter, and
I
I'm
still
like,
call it
how
Twitter.
long?
I don't have it. I don't even have it.
How long do we have to do that?
Yeah, I don't have it either.
Yeah, Instagram and Facebook.
I have
and
X.
I have TikTok, but I don't really go on it. But I only go on it to like your stuff.
Hey.
I need to follow you. I don't know if I follow you, but I follow.
Probably not.
I follow you. I don't know if I follow Too Cool Stories.
I
But
think
I'm bad
you
at that.
should.
Like anything
You should
besides
follow.
Instagram and Facebook, because that's like my domain. I'm like really bad at like starting.
Well, you should start.
Yeah, I think you do great on
Right
TikTok.
when they banned it. Right when
Yeah.
they banned it, it's like
I know.
you know.
I know.
But whatever.
It's not fully banned yet. We don't know yet.
No, we don't know. Well, supposedly Meta's buying it, and
Oh,
yeah,
If they'll sell
That's
it.
everything.
if they sell it,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
This is episode 18. Oh,
Woo, woo. First
we're
guest
legal.
episode.
We're legal now. Okay, episode 18, and we have a very special guest on a very
Cool podcast.
Woo! Let's go. You are hosted today by Shay Bebe,
What up?
Ty Money Man. I just made up a nickname on the spot.
like
Hope you're
it.
cool
I
with
like
that.
it.
And Christiana.
Woo, woo.
Welcome.
Hey, y'all.
What up, Ty?
What up?
We're so excited
This
you're
is
our
so
first
random
guest.
that I'm here doing. I was
I
literally
know.
just watching
It was random.
Dude, I had okay. So this is what I do. I play your guys' podcast on my phone on my account, and then I play your podcast on the Alpha Fitness Club's email on my laptop, and then I play it on Jamila's account on the TV, so that you get more views.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This
Because
is
like
what
you gotta
you all
support your
should be
homies.
doing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all
No.
multi-device streaming,
Yes.
so that
Yes.
they get more views.
Period.
Yeah.
See, Tyler's
Real homies
better
know.
Yep.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a homie.
You gotta be.
Sports the show like a real homie, and that's what y'all need to be doing.
Or at least share it, because like, dude,
That's what we
it
say.
takes 5 seconds to share your homie stuff.
Right?
You know what I mean?
5 seconds.
And we share. I share so much of like my opinions through other people's reels and posts and memes in my stories. It takes you 5 seconds to share your homie stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Are you guys listening?
Take
Are you
notes.
listening?
Take notes.
Especially because
Take
we're in
notes.
this little small itty bitty community that is Humboldt, and it's hard for people to get outside reach out of Humboldt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
True.
Tex is one of the one people that really killed it in TikTok. He got
did.
over 1 million followers, wrote a book at like, I forget how old he was, like 20 something, like 22 or something when he did all that.
I don't know
but
who this is.
Text Keith. Text
Kelly.
Kelly
Yeah.
now.
Is that sports ball?
No, but he was I want to say he was a quarterback at HSU.
See?
I have a podcast episode recorded with him on my podcast, but I didn't drop it because the last 15 minutes of it are cut off because my phone died.
Oh,
Or it ran
that's
into
the
story or
worst.
something. Yeah.
We
So
ran into so many of
I
those
have
things.
the audio, but I don't have the full video.
Dang.
How long was it?
It was long. It was like 2 hours.
Oh, you should just drop what you can.
I think I'm gonna drop it. I dropped the one with Katie and the mayor.
Yeah, I
saw
like
clips
that
of
one.
that one. I didn't see the whole thing though.
That
yet.
one's like not really what I wanted to. I didn't want it to be so negative because it ended up being really negative. I didn't expect that. And neither did Katie. Katie was like, thought that Kim would be a little bit more agreeable because Katie was a trans person, and Katie was like letting Kim know like her perspective on it, and Kim's like, no, like this is what I believe, even though you're a trans person telling me this is
what it is,
which is crazy. Anyway, but
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
share your friend's stuff. Yeah, share it.
Period.
Share it. Period.
Period.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, and even if they aren't your friends, if you like it, share it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then they might become your friends.
Your best friends.
Your best
They could be
friends.
your soulmate.
And that's like, dude,
Soulmate best
that's
friend.
literally,
Yes!
I think that is
That's
the
a thing.
key.
That's a vibe.
Hi, Lily.
Is that a thing?
It's
Hi.
a thing.
You smell my coffee. It's gas station coffee. It's not good.
They got fancy cups for the gas
It's pretty
station.
fancy. It
Dang.
matches my outfit. That's why I got it.
I do like it, yeah.
I'm a consumer.
That's too good. You're like, I don't even care what's in this cup. It matches. My coffee. You trying to come up here? Come on. She wants to be with Tyler. Look at her. You're obsessed with Tyler
Can you
today.
scoot over so I can sit with him?
Yeah.
I always narrate for dogs.
Look.
Yes.
What do you
You
have
have
to say?
to.
Thank you for that. That was deep.
Max.
Profound.
Tyler. You
Tyler-
narrate for her?
Sometimes.
I do it for Groot all the time.
What's Groot's voice?
I'm Groot. My name is Groot. I have an obsession. Dude, oh my god, at night, bro, at night, those two dogs in the bed at night, he sneaks up, because he has his own space at the end of the bed. He sneaks all the way up, and I'll wake up and I'll think it's Jamila or Elam next to me, and it's his head right next to my head. Chewie's the same way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you guys sad that Chewie has to leave?
Yeah, I'm super emotional about it. I don't get emotional about a lot of things, but like animals are one of the things, and I feel horrible because we took him on really quick. Like I didn't like plan it. Like we were talking about getting another dog for a long time, and I didn't think it was going to be an issue with the landlord because
you already have a dog.
Yeah, and the previous tenants had dogs,
Yeah.
but because he's a pit bull, we think he's a husky mix because of his eyes and his coat. Yeah, and he's really aggressive toward Groot, so I think that he could
He
be.
is feisty.
He's super feisty.
It's spicy.
But we didn't plan it, and I should have asked the landlord first because he partnered with somebody else, and so. But yeah, I'm super sad, and it's not even about the money because I spent $160 on him and then like $40 on shots so far. But it's just like he's already bonded with our family. We've had him for like 3 or 4 weeks,
Yeah.
and I don't like to just like pass him on to the next person. So
Yeah.
if you guys are at our gym, if you're a member and you want a puppy, let me know.
Bodyworks Alpha Annex.
Yeah, because we want him to go to somebody that we can still see him, like someone that can bring him around. You know what I mean?
That'd be so nice. That's the most ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
Yep.
You heard it here. Chewie's a cute little puppy, you guys.
Chewbacca, and he really does. He makes Chewbacca sounds.
Does he?
Yeah. When he's like in the morning, he's like, ah. However he makes Chewbacca. I can't make the noise, but he makes a little Chewbacca.
That was pretty
Wait,
good.
what is Chewie's narrated voice?
Oh my god.
Does he have the same?
I don't want to say it because it's gross because he humps everything. I narrate when he humps because he
We were
humps.
talking about him on the last episode. He literally, Jamila pointed him out one time. He was smelling Lily's vagina and like humping the air.
Yeah. It's like what that smell like.
He was
Tastes
like,
like
this bitch fine.
I like them milfs.
Look at her.
Literally.
She's obsessed with Tyler today.
I love it.
I've always said this to you though. Lily loves you as like the way she loves Groot, like the same amount of love. Yeah, like she gets so excited when she sees you. I'm like,
She's such a beautiful soul.
isn't she? Oh my god,
She's just so sweet.
so sweet. Oh, do you love Tyler? Yes.
The eye contact, everything. She's just like in love.
I always call her Lover Girl because she just is. Like she's just a lover girl.
That's the perfect name for her. Lover girl, cuddle bug.
yeah.
She's a cuddle bug.
Oh
Have you ever had her watch Peter Pan?
no.
What?
Oh my
Like her origin story.
dude, I didn't even think about that. That's
Yeah.
actually really smart. Peter Pan.
Someone was telling me the other day that Peter Pan was actually the bad guy, and the Captain Hook is the good guy.
I've heard something about that, but did you hear like what?
So the
what
basis is
breakdown
like,
is?
So Peter Pan is he's kidnapping kids from their families in the middle of the night.
Sounds kind of like a groomer.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I can show you how to fly. Come with me, little boy.
Is he like a trafficker?
So like, I don't know, but they take him to like this farm. Their parents are like sad and don't know where the kids are the whole time, and the kids are like having the time of their life because they're able to just stay kids, but they never get to grow up, and like that's the catch, and like Peter Pan can't go back to his family.
Is that where Neverland is?
Yeah.
They go to Neverland, right?
Yeah.
Which is a
Right?
creepy
Neverland,
name. Yeah.
Right?
And well, like Michael Jackson, Neverland Ranch, but I don't think Michael Jackson did. Anyway, but they
I
proved
mean,
it wrong in court. So
hear you on that.
and people came forward later and said he didn't do it. So anyway, and Justin Bieber, was it him that just said that they came to him and asked him to
About
say
Michael
the same thing
Jackson?
about Michael Jackson? Yeah, he just said that in an interview recently.
Really?
They asked him to do it after he went to his house, and he was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
I never heard that.
Crazy.
Dang. Wait,
I did see
sorry.
that.
Little other side note. All this shit that's coming out about P. Diddy, I didn't get to read into it too much, but somebody was suggesting that P. Diddy had something to do with Michael Jackson's death as well. That he was
Yeah.
somehow involved.
Well, the main thing
That
with
man
Michael
has
Jackson,
too many ties in his little web.
yeah, the main thing with Michael Jackson is that he owned all his masters.
Right.
And he owned other people's masters as well, and that's a threat to the music industry when you have that kind of power over your music. And his music is like timeless,
Yeah.
you know. And I don't know. I feel really strongly about the Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion thing because, especially because he's a black man, but also because they didn't test his hands for powder burns. So when you shoot a gun, you have powder burns on your hands, and they can test it for up to like 24 hours, I think it is, or maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
But they didn't test his hands. But her best friend, who was in the car, her hands tested positive for powder burns. So she shot the gun too at some point.
Wasn't Kylie Kardashian there too?
So they came from her house. They left her house.
Oh, that was the
I
amount.
don't even know the story really.
There's
She
a
got
really good
shot,
Megan
documentary.
got shot in the foot or something, right?
Yeah, there's a really good documentary on, I think, Netflix, I want to say it
Oh.
is. And I watched it, and they play Megan's part first, and it makes you, like, I think it's
Feel
her
for
part
her.
first. Yeah, and it makes you, like, feel for her. But then when they play Tori's part, you're like, wait a minute, bro, like, this doesn't add up. And the other thing, like, I always compare cases to other cases. Look at Chris Brown and Rihanna. If you look at the pictures of Rihanna's face, she's black
looks
and blue.
so bad, yeah.
He bit her fingers. He didn't see any prison or jail time. But Tory Lanez did. And when you shoot somebody below the waist, it's an assault with a deadly weapon. It's not attempted murder. So it technically should have been the same charge as Chris Brown got for Rihanna, but it wasn't. And the reason why I'm going, the whole point of this, Tory Lanez owned all his masters. And he was selling his records as NFTs and basically cracked the code. He would like sell it for like $50 per song or something like that, and then the price would go up because people would sell them, and then it would become like art. And so he had cracked the code and gotten out of the record label or record industry and become independent. And when
they
you
were
do
like,
that, yeah. When you
Where do you
that,
like research all your stuff? Just online? Like,
I'm a psycho when it comes.
I
to this
know.
You know
You
a
know
lot. I
so
love
much.
that.
Jim, my therapist, put me onto BitChute and Rumble because those are both free speech platforms.
Oh yeah.
So, and it's kind of harder to search. It's not as fast as YouTube. And there's a million crap videos
There's
to every
lots.
one good one.
Yeah.
But if you go down those rabbit holes, and then like I just follow a lot of channels on like Instagram and TikTok that have like clips, and then they'll like go to my Patreon or go to my BitChute or go to my Rumble. And so I'll go to theirs, and then there'll be offshoots of those, and then I'll just go down rabbit holes till like 2 a.m.
I for the longest time thought it was Tory Lanez.
Really?
I was like, it must be French.
I think they speak French.
Like, why is it Lanes?
Why?
'cause the Z makes it edgy.
Lanes.
Zippy.
His
I
real
like
name's not
it.
Lane, it's
Zassy.
something- I don't think his real name is Tory. I think it's something else.
It's usually not
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lanez. I
Is
think
Drake's
that
real
sounds
name
fancy.
Drake?
It's Aubrey Drake Graham. His middle name.
Drake.
Drake.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's crazy about the owning the
Masters.
masters and
Yeah.
stuff. Didn't Michael Jackson also buy like all the Beatles?
That's the other one.
Yeah.
The Beatles.
He owns like all the
Yeah. I
Beatles
wanna say
music.
Whitney Houston. I can't remember who else, but he owns like a bunch of. I was a huge Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid. I could do the dance.
I still love him.
Yeah, he's great.
His
He's
music.
one of the greatest,
Yeah. You can't beat him.
No.
Can't beat him.
And like what he went through as a child,
Oh
what
man.
his whole family went through, like to be that great after going through all that, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy.
Did you go down the Michael Jackson rabbit hole?
A little bit, but like, well, I mean, yeah, I went down a little bit, but like it to me, I always knew that when you go against the grain, I always known this. When you go against the grain a little bit, or even a lot or a little bit, they're gonna push back because there are people, like a lot of people don't know this, but the people that own the record labels own stock and own private prisons, so they encourage you to write music that encourages violence.
To get people in the prison
yeah, because when you
system.
listen to a certain kind of music, it makes you feel a certain way, and then you
Definitely.
you go to prison, you go to jail.
Yeah.
And they glorify that type of stuff. So I always have thought that the record industry was corrupt.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Record industry, Hollywood, all of that's all like.
What about the
together.
boxing world now with
Oh, the
Ryan
boxing world's super
Garcia
Ooh.
and everything?
Well, I think I don't. Well, he wasn't. They said he was caught with steroids in his system.
Right.
But it's,
After the fact.
Ryan Garcia, he just won against Devin Haney.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
anything about these people, but I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you came to our fight night, you would know. Nobody ever comes. None of the trainers ever come.
I know, my
But
bad.
it's okay. You guys.
I'm
are
gonna try to
boxing.
come to the next one because my friend was literally like, "Why don't you ever go to those?" And I was like, "I don't know, I just never have." And then she was like, "Let's go to the next one." So I told her I'm gonna let her know.
It's not like super lit. It's just a bunch of us like
Sitting on the couches watching
boxing
the
heads sitting on
fight.
couches. I always offer people beer because we have beer upstairs and seltzers, but nobody ever drinks it. And then I buy tacos or pizza, and then we just commentate, talk shit, and watch
Yeah.
boxing. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to come.
It's fun, dude.
We're gonna come to the next
There's
one.
usually about like 10, maybe 12
We're
people.
doing it.
Yeah. But the whole point is, it's not steroids. People always say it was steroids. It's not steroids. It's ostrozine, which is a SARM, which is a...
A SARM?
Yeah, it's a... What's
What
the...
is
It's
SARM?
like synapse androgen receptor modulator or something. It's not
Too
a
many
steroid.
big words for me.
It's a research chemical that stimulates your testosterone production naturally.
Okay.
So it's not a steroid, but it's still illegal in the sports world. But he could have used it 2 years ago and he would still test positive for it today. So that's the thing about it is like, or, you know, like with Gervonta Davis and I think when Ryan and Gervonta fought, Bernard Hopkins touched Gervonta's back and he had something on his hands. And I think that because it can also be absorbed transdermally, like through your skin. That could have been a thing too. Someone could have touched him and had it on their hands.
Dang.
Because they
That's
actually have
crazy.
testosterone that you can rub into your inner thighs that goes into your bloodstream.
Is that what you use?
No, I have used it before. I'm not gonna lie,
I'm
dude. I've
teasing.
done everything.
Really?
Pretty much. I haven't done Anavar. I haven't
Oh, I've heard of
done,
that one.
but I've done Tren, Deca, Anadrol. Almost killed me.
Really?
Yeah, it fucked me up hella bad. I was in the
Why?
hospital
What
'cause
happened?
It inflamed my intestines and
That's so
and
scary.
dude, like when
Just
I
like
first
from
started.
like one use or like for a
Well, I was
period
doing it
of
for like a
time?
week. I gained like 7 pounds, or 2 weeks. I gained 7 pounds the first week
Damn.
of muscle, and I was like, I felt super sluggish, and then my boy hit me up and he's like, "How's your blood pressure?" And I was like, "I don't know, I'm not checking." He's like, "Bro, you got to check it." And I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me that
Yeah,
when you gave
that
me
would've been
this?"
helpful.
And he's like, "Well, I have some blood pressure medication." So he brought me some blood pressure medication, and then I tested my blood pressure and it was high. So I started taking the blood pressure medication. It went down, and then I was at home. That's the first time I've said this on a public platform. I was at home.
Well, we have 100 followers now.
Yeah,
so-
and I was eating mangoes, which I do pretty much every night because it's like my go-to cheat food.
Love
and
mangoes.
all of a sudden my stomach started swelling up like a basketball, and I was like, "Oh, my stomach hurts," and she's like, "You should go to the hospital." And then she fell asleep, and at like 1 or 2 in the morning, I finally got up, went to the gas station, got some Tums, ate the Tums, sat in the gas station parking lot, waited for him to kick in. It didn't change anything. So I went to the hospital, and they're like, "Dude, you're lucky you came, because if you would have ate anything else, it would have, like, your stomach would have burst." And so
Dude.
they made me fast for like 3 or 4 days, and they said I had diverticulitis, because you have these little pockets in your intestines that can get stuff stuck in them. And I guess they had inflamed, and some flax seeds got stuck in there or something. And so I was in the
Little
hospital for like
flax
4 days.
seeds?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I couldn't eat seeds for like that whole year. And now I just have to like make sure I chew them up really thoroughly if I eat seeds.
Bro, what? Because they'll get
Jeez.
stuck in there?
Yeah.
How do they get stuck? Why? You could eat like a steak.
So if the diver, they're like little, like balls that open and close like little like grapes. They look like grapes, but they're empty. And if they inflame, then stuff can like go into them and then inflame it worse.
Oh, and since seeds are smaller, they can get in easier.
Because when they did the X-ray, it just looked like I had a bunch of glass in my intestine, like stuck in one spot. Yeah, it was crazy. But it was flax.
Did you have to
seeds.
get surgery?
No, they just made me fast until
It
Dang.
like all
everything
passed.
passed. Yeah,
Okay.
and then I had to be like on a juice, like a liquid food diet for a few days.
Was it painful?
Super painful?
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Sounds
that,
painful.
stuff like that, and that's the thing. Like when I started doing performance enhancing drugs, I was in. I should show you a
Peds.
picture. I should pull this picture up. I just showed John last night at the casino.
I thought it was
I was in the
Pete's.
best shape
Oh, is it
of my
Pete's?
life.
Well, you've been
No.
on a pee-pee thing.
No, pizza's
Today.
actually different.
Pizza?
So I'm gonna show the camera. I don't know how close I have to get. This
Get
is
up
me
there.
before any performance enhancing drugs. Right? This is me at 145 pounds, 2% body fat, and I'm freaking shredded, bro. Like this is like
Whoa,
the
yeah.
best shape of my life.
Damn. How long
Before-
ago was that?
This was 2020.
Okay. Not that long
Shredded.
ago.
Yeah, so like right after that is when I started, and what it was is I was like training with all my boys who were bodybuilders, and they're like 6 foot, 5'11". They're way bigger than me, and so of course they get like bigger,
Big,
like
yeah.
wider than me, and I kept comparing myself to them. I'm like, oh, I'm not big enough, and everybody's like, you should compete, but you have to get on this, this, and this to compete. And so my plan was to compete in bodybuilding, and so I got a cycle from my buddy, and it was just bro science. He's like, here, take this, this, and this. And it was tren, deca, and testosterone. And I was doing a gram of each, which was way too much for my height and weight, and way too much to take for my first cycle.
Oh,
And
wow.
deca's a bulker and tren's a cutter, so you're not supposed to take them at the same time.
Oh my
And he didn't
gosh.
know that, and I didn't know that. So,
How long is a cycle supposed to be?
like, it just depends. Like, some people do 6 weeks, some people go 6 months, depending on what you're
Whoa.
taking.
Okay.
But your first cycle ever, you're just supposed to do testosterone. You're not supposed to do anything else.
Oh.
Gotcha.
But like I said, all my boys are just not going
Bro
to the doctor,
science.
not getting their blood work, just doing whatever. And so I did that for, I want to say it was like a few months. And me and my best friend at the time, we made a pact that if either one of us got out of control, then we'd stop. And I felt great. I got up to like I couldn't get over 165 before, like every time I bulk. So I got up to 176.9.
Damn.
And I was like huge. I was like just so much. And it was mostly my upper body and my thighs that got bigger. And then
From the cream.
from the cream came later. The cream came later. But then like I was like I started noticing my hairline going back and like the acne on my back.
Oh, damn.
The side effects.
Yeah, just side effects. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't anything else besides that, and it doesn't make your dick smaller. It makes your dick bigger. So just
What?
so and your nuts get smaller because your nuts don't produce testosterone anymore. So that's another myth.
They're like, we're checking out.
Yeah, it's
we
like,
don't need to do
yeah,
this.
and they don't want people on TRT, which is just testosterone replacement therapy, which is just what your body should produce normally.
Right.
Because they don't want a bunch of guys that are strong, thinking for themselves, like able to like cope and not commit suicide.
Right.
You know what I mean? But anyway,
Yeah.
so I tried to get off without any PCT, which is post-cycle therapy, which is what you're supposed to take so that your nuts blow back up and your body produces testosterone again.
Gotta get the nuts to blow back.
And I didn't know. I just tried to stop, and I couldn't get out of bed for like 2 weeks. I was super depressed.
Oh, jeez.
And
Because
so
your nuts were smaller.
my nuts were smaller, yeah.
That was.
So I got back on just test
Yeah.
for like another month, and then I did PCT, which is like Clomid, Nolvadex, and HCG is good to take too. Got off.
I don't know how you know all these words.
Yeah. Well, so
I
when
don't
this is
even know.
happening,
Wow.
at the end of that cycle, I started going down forums and rabbit holes and watching videos, and then I was like, oh, I should have done this,
This,
and
that,
not
and the
this, and I should have, you know what I mean, been prepared or whatever, and done PCT. And so that's when I started taking it really seriously, and I was like, okay, if I am going to compete, I need to do the cycles right. And so I ended up getting up to, my biggest, I was like 189 pounds. But I like couldn't fight. I couldn't box anymore.
Yeah.
Like I had no cardiovascular strength, and I was just so big I couldn't move.
Damn.
And my mobility was gone, and my hair really started falling out, and that was like a lot. So I got off of Everything
your balls
else,
were small.
my balls were super tiny. They were like, at one point, dude, they were like this big. They were so tiny, yeah. So it made everything look a lot bigger because my nuts were smaller. So proportion-wise,
You're
it
like,
looked
I'm
great.
taller.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
bigger.
everything, yeah. But I got off and then got on TRT for a while, and then I just got off TRT. I got off TRT almost a year ago, and then I got back on for like 6 months, and then I'm off now.
Will you go back on it? Or?
Well, when I get it from the doctor, because my house just got raided. So.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah.
House got raided.
Yeah.
So.
We got Pablo Escobar of Humboldt County
over
here.
here. Yeah, as our first guest. Yeah.
Our first guest is a criminal. No, just kidding.
Ex-criminal. Alleged criminal.
Right, alleged.
Criminal.
Yes.
There's no charges yet, which is nice.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see what happens.
That would be such BS if that happens.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yep. But I tell everybody the same thing when they ask me, because younger guys ask me more than older guys. They say, hey, should I get on? Hey, like I just had a homie call me the other day because he used to live here. He used to train at our gym. He moved away. And he saw the article and he's like, bro, should I get on? And I'm like, fuck no, bro. You're like 25. Like your body stops producing the big amounts when you're 25. Like it starts tapering off. And I was like, wait till you're my age. Go to the doctor. Tell them you want blood work done. If your levels are low, call Revive Medco in Colorado. They'll send you a referral for blood work. You get the blood work. You send it back to them. And if it's low enough, they'll send you your prescription legally every single month. And if you even need it, because most guys, and they say this in the bodybuilding community, more does not mean better. You only need the amount you need for your height and weight. You don't need to take a bunch of crazy shit because that can mess up your androgen receptors and your thyroid and all your hormones. And that's where most guys mess themselves up. And I'm really lucky to not be, like, have to take, like, all kinds of weird shit to, like, support my hormones. But but I always tell guys, go to the doctor. Like, get it through a doctor because... And especially, like, if you're ordering online, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
You never know.
that's true.
Or if it's even going to come. Or if they're going to raid your house like they did to me.
Oh
so.
my God.
Yeah.
So,
They just rated it because you got it online?
No, I have my theories. Like, I have my theories on why they raided my house. I think, and I've told this to a few people, and I have a couple friends in a different department, I'm not going to say what department, that hit me up and said, bro, someone in EPD has a vendetta against you. And my theory, there's another gym owner that's a competing gym owner in another town that doesn't like me for whatever reasons. I'm not going to get into that, but I think he stuck them on me. I think they owed him a favor, and he's like, hey, this guy's doing whatever. But the crazy part is, like, if it was sales, like the article said, they would have charged me with sales. They charged me with possession. So they wanted to discredit me as whoever, as a gym owner and a whatever. Which, you know, they think they succeeded, but we didn't lose any members. We got more members. So it's like, I don't know what to tell you guys, but we gotta try harder. You know?
all press is good press, they say. So.
And it also opened up the conversation because I want to be honest with my clients and the people that I train and the young people that come in and ask me about it, because I always tell them, don't do it until you're my age, until you're 35 or up, because the risks outweigh the awards or the rewards, and it's addicting, bro. It's not like addicting like doing heroin or smoking a cigarette. It's
results.
addicting because you see the change.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of
and the
addiction.
energy you have, the drive you have, the sex drive you have, and you like exude a certain kind of confidence when you're on it. You know, so. But that's my theory. My theory is that somebody
stuck them on me
because they had to have gotten a warrant somehow, and
true.
I'm still baffled by how they got it. But the crazy thing is, like, what they found in my house or in my garage, not even in my house, was all the bottles were empty except for one half bottle of Deca that expired in 2018. And the anti-estrogen pills are not illegal that they caught me with. So I'm going to go to court, ask for my discovery, figure out how they got the warrant, because they have to let me face my accuser. And if they don't show up to court, then hopefully it gets thrown out. But I'm also going to ask them to test everything, because hopefully it just comes back inconclusive because it was so old. And then if it does, then it gets thrown out, and then hopefully I could pay Los Alpos to take the article down. You know what I mean? Because it does look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
The
fun.
way they
for
put
it.
it out there, though, too. Like, clickbaity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Local gym owner,
Yeah.
importing, exporting illegal
Yeah.
Drug
steroids.
dealer.
Yeah.
No, they didn't say that, but it might as well have been.
Yeah, but
That's
you know, and
so
I try
bad.
to stay off the comments. I went on the second day, I think it
Oh
was.
my god.
There's-
Yeah, and some of the stuff, like, people were saying stuff like charges that I've never had. Like, it's public record. You can look up anybody's charges.
Yep.
You can even get body cam footage in certain states. Like, Louisiana doesn't do it. Certain states don't do it. But you can get body cam footage in California. So people can see, like, what happened and what was there and what, you know what I mean? But
When people sit at a keyboard behind a screen, they get real bold. You
Oh,
know?
yeah. Especially
Like,
under their anonymous usernames.
and they're just like, they'll just
Yeah.
say anything stupid, and
yeah.
it's like, get a life, loser.
Yeah.
Yep. And like for the people that already know me, like especially the people at the gym, because that to me, like, social media is cool and all, like it helps us get our content out there and like who we are as trainers or whatever and advertising. But like the people at the gym mean the most to me. Like out of everybody in my life, like over family, like the gym people are my family and like they honestly like pay my bills. Like if it wasn't for the gym, I'd have to go work at another gym, which I don't want to do. And so I'm super
Same.
grateful for that community, and I don't want to disappoint them. So I've tried to be extremely transparent about my journey and what I do and don't do, and what I think, you know.
My experience after that whole situation happened was like, people were coming up to me at the gym just because they knew A, I'm a coach there, and then B, that like obviously I have like a closer relationship to you than maybe they did, and
Yeah.
they were asking like, oh, how is Tyler, and like
Is he good?
people were more concerned and had your back than anything else. Like people,
Yeah.
people were upset about the article. You know, like it was just like that community has your back for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And like
They
Ross
did.
didn't even know. Like Ross didn't even know that I was on whatever, or that I had steroids. And that's the other thing too, is like I'm sure the press wants people to think that like all our team is on steroids and that's how
I
we got our
definitely have that
results.
look.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, but like he was like, he came up to me and was like, bro, I've been here for 4 years and I didn't even know. Like, and I was like, yeah, dog, like I'm not like out here pushing steroids to people. You know what I mean? And I think that's
That
what
was my
their
thing
goal
too.
was.
Is I was like, they're like saying he's like selling it, and I'm like, who's he selling it to? Because everyone here just comes and works out, and they're
Yeah.
all like, yeah.
yeah.
Nobody looks like they're on steroids walking around the gym.
I'm intrigued to go to court on the 16th and figure out. Like,
It's this month.
yeah. I bailed out, and when you bail out, they set a court date for you. The bail bonds
Oh,
do, so
gotcha.
because they want their money in.
So you would have been still sitting in there if you didn't bail
If I
out?
didn't bail, yeah. I have priors. Like I have like some shit. on my record.
Criminal.
I only have one felony though. Like everything, I have felony charges.
Just one.
Only
Well,
one.
it's a car. It was a
I'm
stolen
teasing
vehicle. It
him.
wasn't like I killed somebody or something. But and it's no secret that I was a criminal. Like,
Yeah.
look at me, dude. But I mean, all my charges
That
are
eyebrow piercing says it all.
right.
Yeah.
This freaking Claire's eyebrow ring. I
Claire.
think it's actually a hot topic.
Love.
Close enough.
I got my eyebrow pierced when I was in college, but I was wrestling.
What else did you do
so
in college?
I'd always have.
I know what I
What did you
did.
do in college? Were you a hoe?
Oh my god.
That was my hoe
Oh
phase.
my
So I
too.
went 2 times. I actually enrolled 3 times, but I went twice. And then I lived at the dorms with these 3 chicks. And I wasn't even going to school.
How?
You lived with
Wow.
them? You lived with them?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can tell you
yeah.
stories. I don't know if it's appropriate for your podcast.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
we
not
don't keep
like
it
the
really-
peak of appropriateness on this
wanna hear?
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wanna hear the story?
obviously.
So I can't remember how old I was. I had to have been like 19 because it was before my first daughter was born. So I was like 19 or 18, and I want to say I like just gotten out of jail. And well, because I went to jail at 18 because I ran from a boot camp in Mexico when I was when I turned 18 in the program, because they sent me to boot camp when I was 17.
Oh, like for troubled kids or whatever type of thing.
I ran after I turned 18, got back here, they put me in jail for absconding, and then I finished my sentence out in jail, and then I got out.
Okay.
So I
Jeez.
I had this
Trouble.
girl that I was not dating. I shouldn't even call it dating. We were just smashing, and she was
What were
like
you guys smashing? Like
our
avocados?
hips. We were smashing
Oh.
hips. She was rigorously headbutting my lap.
Let's go.
Anyway, but she had a friend who lived at the CR dorms, and we used to party there. And I was like selling coke or ecstasy at the time because that was like always my source of income.
Entrepreneur
From the day. And then
young baller.
when we go there, like the girl that lived there had like a boyfriend, or not. I don't even know if it was her boyfriend, but he would like smash all the girls in the dorms. He was like a football player. I can't even remember his name. It was Terrence. His name was Terrence. That's his name. He's not there anymore, so it doesn't matter. Big T. He was a big dude. But and then her friend and I ended up linking up. So it was 3 girls, and then we just do our thing in that freaking us 3. Well, the one girl wouldn't really get involved.
Guacamole.
We make guacamole. Yeah.
Guacamole.
Yeah.
Guacamole.
But there's one of the girls. Someone was in the shower in the dorm, so we were trying to shower, and so we went to the locker room, the girls' locker room, like across the quad or whatever, and she like snuck me into the girls' locker room, and there was a bunch of girls in there showering, and she's like, "Is it cool if we smash in here?" to the girls, and the girls are like, and we had sex right there in the dorm, in the girls' locker room at CR in front of these other girls, and they just stopped showering and just watched us.
What?
They just
the craziest.
How many?
Dude,
How many?
It was probably like three other girls.
How many? How many?
And you could tell they were like softball players.
Why?
They were like thick, like strong. They were hot, but they were like thick, strong girls, and they just watched, and it was like. It was fun. It was like something out of a movie.
Oh my god.
It was fun.
That sounds like exactly out of a movie.
That does.
Like those kind of movies that are about like high schoolers that play like sports. You know what I'm talking about? I can't even think of one right now.
So my moral of the
sounds
story is you don't have to go to college to reap the benefits.
You can make guacamole,
anywhere.
Yeah, you just got to be resourceful.
Yeah.
And then the last time I was in college was 7 years ago. And it was when I first met Jamila. I was like full on going to school to be a drug counselor. I had been celibate for 11 months. I had been single for 4 years. Wasn't looking for a relationship. Wasn't focused on women. I was like fully focused on like a career, God. And I met Jamila in rehab because I just graduated rehab. And guys are like scared to have performance anxiety. So I'm like this beautiful girl that I just met. I'm like, I gotta smash something before I smash her, so I don't underperform. So, which is stupid looking back at it.
That's hilarious.
So I had a tutor and another girl in my class. I can't believe I'm saying this. Another girl in my class who wanted to hook up. So we went to this girl's house, or this woman's house. She was a grown woman, and we had a, you know what I mean, menage. And I got
Menage guacamole.
Menage guacamole. I got that out of the way, and then I got with my current lover. Oh my god, it's so crazy saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been with her for going on 7 years now. So I've been a good boy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good boy.
But college is lit, bro. It's lit. I don't think you should get in debt. I think you should get financial aid, but
Yeah.
it's pretty lit. Was your college like that? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much fun.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Too much fun.
Too much
College? You went to
fun.
college?
No, not really.
I thought you
I went for a
dropped
semester.
Oh. Why did I think you went and played ball in college and like?
I went to Sac State for a semester, then I came home, went to CR for a semester.
That's what I did.
Dropped
2
out.
semesters. And then
Yeah.
got up out of
So you
there.
got 2 degrees?
No, I got 0.
Semi-degrees? Oh my god, I gotta text Nolan.
0.
Oh my god, we just rambled. He's calling. He's blowing me up right now.
Oh, shoot.
What time is the fights?
The fights are at 6, but I have to be there at like 4:30, so I have to leave. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Got you, bro. How much more time do you have?
Like 10 minutes.
Should we try the game? Are you
Yeah.
down to play a game?
Yeah, I can always be late. I'm the star of the show.
Always be late.
They can't
okay.
start without me. I wrap everybody's. I shouldn't say that. That's not right. I shouldn't do that.
Don't do that. Okay, hold this.
Okay.
I shouldn't say that.
I thought these were metal straws. That's what I
Yes.
thought they were.
They are.
These are
Shay,
cool.
can we sync
Fancy.
up here?
My phone? Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
Oh, do I have to read lips?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I love this game. I made the game.
You made
Created the game, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna explain it for the audience. You should scooch here if you can. We have to be close and awkward on this setup. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, guys, we're going to play a game with our guest Tyler here. It's called What'd You Call? You've probably seen it before on episode 15, but Tyler is going to wear noise-canceling headphones with loud Drake or Drake beats playing in his ears, and he's going to try to guess a sentence. Should we alternate the words?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll alternate the words, so you have to read my mouth and then her mouth till we get the sentence done.
That makes it so much harder.
I know.
I need Caveman here to help me because he reads lips.
Is this like a money thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have the music going?
No.
Perfect.
Okay, it's gonna be loud.
Did you turn it up?
Oh my god, it's so loud.
I can hear it, so it's definitely.
Am I yelling? Jamil always gets mad because I yell. I can't help it.
That's perfect.
Are we
Okay, you
starting?
ready?
Good? Let's
Yep.
go.
Okay. Keep.
Keep?
Yes.
It's easy. You gotta give me like a sentence.
Your.
Door? Whore.
Your.
Your.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hands.
What?
Hands.
Angst?
Hands.
End?
Hands.
Ants.
Hands.
X.
Hands.
Hands. There we go.
Two.
It's funny, you guys laugh more than I laugh.
Two.
Who?
Two.
Who is it?
Two.
You?
Two.
Two. You gotta give me a sentence.
Oh, the whole thing is.
Well, we'll do one more.
Lily's getting all hyped up.
Yourself.
One more time.
Yourself.
DoorDash.
Yourself.
Yourself?
Yes. Do a new sentence. Okay, we'll do it again.
He's so.
So I'll do the whole sentence.
Yeah.
I love this song so much.
Okay. Have you ever lived in a big city?
Have you ever lived in a what?
Big city.
Big city.
How does he get these?
Yeah, I knew it was either big city or big titties, and I didn't live in a titty. I lived in a belly.
It's your sentence.
I know, they're all too short.
Make something up.
Okay. Ready? We're just.
Shake that ass for me. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
We're just one big happy family, aren't we?
One more time.
We're just one big happy family, aren't we?
What is one big? Was that it? No? Say it again.
We're just one big happy family, aren't we?
We're just one big happy family?
Aren't we? Aren't we?
Are we?
Aren't we?
Aren't we?
Yeah. He's so good at this. He's already gotten like.
I know, he's really good. I like big butts and I cannot
That's
lie.
easy. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
He's memorized that sentence. Oh my
Is that
God.
it?
No, keep
What do you got?
going. New York City is the best city.
Two more titties? What is it?
New York City is the best city.
New York City?
Is the best city.
Again?
Is the best city.
Is the best city.
He's
You don't
way
want the
better
smoke.
than us. He's way better than we were.
I'm telling you, I'm seasoned in this game.
Yeah, how are you so good at this?
I love anal orgies.
Whoa, Christy. Whoa, Christy.
Good at this.
You know all those ones especially.
Wait, what did you say?
Tell me.
I don't want to say it. It sounded like you said, I love big orgies.
I love anal orgies.
I love you, you're gorgeous? What?
I love anal orgies.
Wait, let me look at your mouth again. Go.
I love anal orgies.
No, I can't say that. I can't say that.
You have to.
What? No, because it's so inappropriate. Is it inappropriate?
Yeah.
Say it again.
I love anal orgies.
Are you saying I love anal orgies? Bruh, I thought I was high. I was like, did somebody put something in my coffee? Because I'm looking at, like in movies when the people are high and they show you their mouths and they're like, did they just say that? I literally was like looking at your mouth. I was like, did she just say I love anal orgies?
I was like, he's so good at this. I'm just going to say something horrible.
That's
How are you
crazy.
getting all of these
Bro,
so quickly?
Caveman is deaf. He's one of my fighters. So I try to learn like lip reading and I try to enunciate when I talk to him because I have to corner him. fighting. And so I look at people's lips when they're talking
He's
a lot.
really good at it.
But also Jamila and Kamari and I used to play this like every night at home. So,
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
gosh, that's so funny.
And I know their mouths really well, so like when they enunciate things I can read their lips. But it's usually harder with other people I don't know, but
You're
I see
killing
you
it.
guys enough to where and I watch your podcast.
Yeah,
on
that's
three
true.
devices. Is that it? You got more for me?
I think we get one.
Yeah, I can do one.
Okay, we'll do
Let
one
me
more.
try one with harder words. Okay, ready?
You can wait, sorry. You can
I'm gonna make
no,
it.
go ahead.
I'm gonna make it not make sense.
Oh yeah,
Okay, that works.
Okay.
and big words.
Okay. Okay. Lampshade. Is it stop?
Go.
Okay. Lampshades are cool on a stool.
Lampshades are a garage tool?
How do you get lamp?
Is it lampshades though?
Yeah. Lampshades are cool on a stool.
Lampshades are cool on drool?
On a stool.
Are what? The mic is in front of your mouth, you're cheating.
On a stool.
Aren't cool?
On a stool.
On jewel?
On a stool.
On a stool.
Yeah.
Is there a lampshade on a Oh, okay, I got you. Alright guys, I got a jet.
That was freaking good.
That was lit,
That
bruh.
was really good.
He was way better than us at that game.
Yeah.
Made us look bad.
Yeah.
No, it didn't make you look bad, it made me look good.
It did make you look
I shine,
good.
you shine.
Well, that was an awesome episode.
Thanks for
Tyler,
having me.
thanks for being our
Yeah.
guest.
lit.
We were super stoked to have you. Yes.
I feel like now I can like watch myself on your podcast.
Hell yeah.
Not to be too
Let's
narcissistic,
go.
but
Start dropping your own.
yeah.
Period.
Everybody keeps giving me that look. I know. Especially Jamila, because I have the studio in the back of the house.
You
now.
guys
Yeah.
would make such a good podcast.
Dude,
What would you put on your podcast?
I think we talk
What do
about
you want
relationship
to be?
stuff.
Yeah.
Because dude, I don't know if people know this about Jamila, but she's so grounded in like what she does and doesn't want, and she's really good at communicating. And she might play it down and act like she's not, but she's really good at communicating. At least with me, because I'm hard to communicate with, because I'm stubborn as fuck. And I think just like real stuff about relationships, because like there's levels to marriage, and we're like in our 7th year. In August it'll be 7 years. And I want people to understand that it's not everything they see us post on Instagram and Facebook. Of
course.
There's hard times. Like, dude,
Yeah.
fucking relapse, house got raided. You know, we're in recovery. We met in rehab. Like, we're not perfect people. You know
Also,
what I mean?
you have a kid and
Yeah.
a dog and like a business.
And I have like a 15-year-old daughter that's like out doing whatever. And like,
Yeah.
that's hard for both of us. Cause like Kamaria was her mom Jamila was Kamaria's mom at one point. And like, I have another daughter who like, we can only see part-time cause she doesn't live here. And then like, you know, we both have families, and there's stuff from each of our families, and like having a business, trying to make it work, like being on welfare, off welfare, on welfare, like, you know, the ups and downs of like
Real
just,
stuff.
real life, but also like still having fun together. Like we have to like plan it now, which is crazy. Cause like before we had Elam, we had fun all the time. Like we would go grocery shopping and like be laughing hysterically. Like she'd be in the cart, I'd be in the cart,
I
we'd be
miss those
filming.
videos.
Yeah, and it was like we were way looser. There was less responsibility, and I didn't have as much overhead. The financial burden's a lot right now, but we were so much more like fluid in our like playtime together. But when you have a baby, it changes everything. Your life is no longer yours; it's the kid's life, and everything revolves around the kid. And so, like, just talking about the changes and like how we want to make it work, not just for Elam, but for each other. Because if we start resenting each other or like going separate ways because we resent each other or whatever, then we're doing him a disservice, but also ourselves, because we put 7 years into this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So probably something like that, but probably some fitness stuff and like, I don't know.
So good. It would be so good.
Yeah, we started writing. We have a whiteboard in my studio, and I think we'll do it in the living room because the studio is super small. And now that I see your setup, it's like you guys have
Very
it.
simple.
Yeah, it's chill. It's like
Yeah.
relaxed. And
Yeah.
Elam can like play around or whatever while we're doing it probably, or we might have to get a babysitter.
Yeah, I mean, Lily's always like running around. Her tail will get in the camera and stuff. Like, we just let it
Yeah.
all happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably stuff like that.
That's
But we
so
wrote a bunch of
cool.
stuff on a whiteboard. We just haven't gotten to it yet.
It's good.
We need to
That's like the
schedule
first
like you
step.
guys do. You guys have it set up like,
Yeah.
excuse me, like scheduled.
Yeah,
and you
that's
have like
what we
your
locked in
parts. You know
first.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we locked in first. Was like, what's a time we can always be consistent, and then we just communicate when we can't keep it for any reason, and we always reschedule it. We don't just say like, oh, we had to cancel. Oh well, like it's like we reschedule the next one if we have to skip it. But that's pretty rare too. It's usually like if one of us gets really sick or something, which is not common.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we usually do a sign out of how we like want to say, like end the episode. So like I say bye, she says peace. So do you have something you want to say to help?
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Okay, but don't do it yet.
Oh wait. Well, I thought we were just saying. You said your things. All right.
No.
Wait, are we ending right now? This is it?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna leave and you were gonna keep doing your thing.
No, we're gonna wrap it. This is a great episode.
All right.
We're stoked you're
Part
here.
of the whole episode.
Awesome.
The whole thing,
Hell yeah.
baby.
I feel special.
You should. You were our first guest, and actually, we had talked about this when you were gone. That we both had thought it would be ideal that you be our first guest. So we're glad that it happened.
Oh,
This
that's
way.
sweet.
That was what we wanted.
Thank you for including me.
Thanks
We
for
need
having
Jamila
us.
next.
Yeah.
Yeah, get her.
Yeah.
I'll watch Elam. I'll take
Yeah.
him to the park or something.
Okay,
There you go.
we'll do
There
it.
you go.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Tyler, thank you for being here.
you for
Like,
having me.
subscribe, share, comment. Do you have anything to add to that?
No.
Bye. Peace.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
And then we go like this.